Yo, 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 Big Kiss back up in here. Shout out to Fantastic Hip Hop. We'll be going over this video called How 50 Cent Just Made Kendrick Lamar Officially Hate Him. We like to get different perspectives over here, so we about to get into this video, y'all. Y'all know I'm like holding y'all. Without further ado, let's get it.
Now, with every passing moment from Kendrick Lamar, it seems like with the more success he is seeing from the reception of his project GNX, and with the more anticipation that is being built from his Super Bowl halftime show performance and everything else that is rumored to be on his radar, more rappers are just crashing out on him and trying to take his name down in some shape or form. And now, most recently with Kendrick Lamar, there is a new hip-hop artist who, beyond just jokes at this point, is straight up disrespecting him and trying to diminish his impact and significance to the genre as a whole right now. And this isn't just any regular MC, but someone who is considered a legend and one of the defining rappers of the 21st century as a whole, in none other than 50 Cent. And now, following the entire beef between Kendrick and Drake, where 50 made it clear he was supporting Team Drake and OVO as he was giving them direct tips and strategies on how to win this whole thing, even though that all ultimately failed for them. Beyond what he was doing behind the scenes, he is now straight up disrespecting Kendrick louder than really any other rapper besides Drake has been all year. And as 50 just...
You know when somebody hating on you when they act like they don't know your name. They act like DJ Academics do the screw face. You know somebody hating on you when they act like they don't know your name. People like, yeah, what's your boy? Yeah, your boy. Yeah, what's the dude? Yeah, the dude Kendrick Lamar. Yeah, the dude. 50 Cent make me look at him way different, bro. Like, come on, bro. I know you're a businessman and all that, but you bugging. Wordy's botting, boy.
Just appeared alongside comedian Andrew Schultz, and the two came together and decided to just bash Kendrick in hopes that they would actually do something to tarnish his image. 50 just solidified his fate in terms of where he stands with the #1 guy in hip-hop at the moment. And now, before we go any further into this, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. It helps me out a ton. And so now, with what 50 Cent has been doing and why when it comes to the list of rappers Kendrick Lamar despises, 50 has reached near the very top at this point, all comes down to the fact that 50's campaign to try and tarnish Kendrick's image has come to its absolute peak in terms of the message he is sending right now, with his most recent interview, which was on Andrew Schultz's Flagrant podcast. And here, putting together two of the biggest supporters left for Drake who deep down inside are just livid and bitter about the way Kendrick Lamar has walked over their guy, really was a terrible idea for both of their careers right now, because with both 50 and Schultz just rambling about Kendrick and not being checked by anyone who actually has a sense of the type of impact that Kendrick has been making on the entirety of hip-hop culture for not just this year but all of his career, has really made both of their reputations just look absolutely terrible. As for so much of this podcast, the two just kept going on and on when it came to trying to take down Kendrick Lamar and make his success look like something that was manufactured instead of being earned. And of course, at the same time as doing all of this, they have tried to uplift Drake and make him seem like the one who was the true winner of this entire moment. And now, the part of this interview that has made people absolutely livid at 50 Cent, as it's really revealed his true nature and just general disdain he has for Kendrick, is when he asked Schultz why he made those very strange comments about what he wanted to do to Kendrick Lamar in response to being dissed by him on Whacked Out Murals, which of course just didn't land well for Schultz. And now, when 50 asked Schultz to explain why he said what he wanted to do in such a strange and disgusting way to Kendrick, all it took was a quick joke on Schultz's end, where he doubled down on his comments even after all of the backlash he has already seen. And then 50 started joining in on the joke and then jumping around the room with the rest of Schultz's friends, who seemed to be...
They sent 50 in there to show everybody, our people, how to get along. Yeah, this is how y'all do it. This is how you do it. This is how you get rich. You got to get along. You got to get along. So take anything from them. Whatever they give you, whatever, I don't care if they told you that they want to do this till you do that. Just laugh it off and get along with them. No, we not doing that. It's 2025. We don't do that no more. We don't care about it like that.
The only people who think this straight up weird thing to say is funny. And now, with 50 directly co-signing something that seemingly all of the hip-hop community was already against, this is just showing firsthand that in this time where Kendrick is being seen as the champion of the entire genre, because he has given so much of hip-hop culture a voice that they have been searching for so long, 50 just aligns more with the type of way Drake, his fans, and loudest supporters think. But now, beyond hyping these comments from Schultz up, which if that was just an isolated moment, maybe you could dispute as nothing and just say it was 50 trying to be funny, because like a comedian, we all know 50 will go anywhere for a laugh. Beyond here, things really got worse, as he did not stop talking about Kendrick Lamar for a while here, as him and Schultz then went on to talk about the beef between Drake and Kendrick and the impact Kendrick is having on rap right now and here. If you thought 50 already didn't despise Kendrick, he more than ever showed how he really feels, as he first off said that this beef only happened and Kendrick was only so mad at Drake in the first place because Drake was the guy on top. Which, besides ignoring the fact that commercially, Kendrick has not just rivaled Drake while not even trying to do what he does, but in certain years like 2017, for example, he actually dominated the charts and sales figures over him in every single way. But even disregarding these facts for a second, we see that this narrative is just becoming the biggest crutch for Drake's L, as it ignores the fact that Drake was also dissing Kendrick for years himself, and that he was the one who made their relationship turn sour in the first place because he was the one who got upset over Kendrick just trying to be competitive when his Control verse came out. But now from here, making things even worse for 50 Cent.
It was before that. I keep meaning to react to this dude channel. He know TDE and all of them. He broke it all down. There's a video. Drake was on ESPN. ESPN got the video, but then you can't find it nowhere, and they didn't upload it. Drake was dissing Kendrick first, and the video never got uploaded.
He also went on to call Kendrick Lamar a media darling, which again is seemingly rewriting history and trying to make the odds look like they were always stacked up against Drake in this impossible way and were always in Kendrick's favor. But again, this is just another lie when you remember that all of the major media outlets in and around hip-hop were saying that Drake was going to win this thing, including Schultz's own co-host to his other podcast, Charlemagne. And outlets weren't just hyping up Drake in this time, but they were confident that he was going to control the rest of the beef going forward after he dropped push-ups. And you can go back and see the footage of so many people clearly saying this. And now, beyond narrative switching, what makes 50 sound not just delusional but purely bitter about where Kendrick is taking hip-hop, which is to new horizons, is when he started talking about how he knew something was up with Kendrick and his success when he started winning awards that he never even heard of. And then him and Schultz go on to make fun of Kendrick winning the Pulitzer Prize, which again with this, making fun of Kendrick for pushing what not just hip-hop as a tool of expression can be, but for what awards and stages it can possibly reach, is just a straight up terrible mindset to have. Because when you understand that this is a real and coveted achievement, that if hip hop is being considered for can change people's lives and careers, to clown a rapper for breaking down the barrier and getting it is just wishing to hold hip hop back in a place where it is less dominant and influential.
It's giving jealousy. It's giving jealousy for real, bro. It's really giving jealous vibes on 50 Cent's behalf. Andrew Schultz is clout chasing. And he just got the bad end of the stick. But I guess he don't care because he keep doubling down on what he's talking about. But 50 Cent, I don't know if he trying to get some of the clout or what, but
influential as an all-out cultural force. And as 50 Cent kept going on this rant, he reveals that this is the very problem with him for Kendrick Lamar. Because he then tries to say that Kendrick has been put at the center of the industry in substitution for Drake because he makes less authentic hip-hop that is true to the streets, and because of that, Kendrick's music can reach a wider audience, which overall can then make the genre more successful on the business end of things. And with this horrible take, which overall, as 50 Cent of all people is saying this and even goes as far to disrespect Kendrick's Good Kid Mad City album, which he tries to take this project and use it to frame Kendrick as this fraud, just really shows how out of touch he is with this entire situation. Because first off, saying Drake of all people is more authentic to what hip-hop is about than Kendrick is just a wrong take. There is no way around that. And then to try and say that Kendrick of all people is the guy who was trading out rap music's integrity so it could be more popular. Again, this is not just a terrible take, but as you're defending Drake on the other end of things, who at the end of the day is the guy that turned rap music into a space where the culture was being driven forward by albums like these. And because of the practices that he put in place for success, before Kendrick decided to flip a switch, the next people in line for rap superstardom were people like this. Overall, I don't even know how 50 said these things without bursting into laughter. And really just making all this look worse for 50, as he is one of these same people who is on Team Drake, and they go on to say over and over again that Kendrick also went too far with Not Like Us. This argument he's trying to make continues to crumble, as you can't say Kendrick is making rap softer. and then saying that he's pushing beef to places that it should never go. Which again, no matter how you try to draw this up, none of what 50 Cent's argument is saying makes remote sense. And when you really look at this situation for what it is, you can really see that 50 Cent just does not like Kendrick Lamar, and while this may seem confusing,
y'all know they wasn't gonna have him up there. They wasn't gonna have 50 up there. But Eminem was like, I ain't gonna be at the I ain't gonna be up here if y'all don't let 50 perform. He just get out of here, bro. Bro, destroy this dude. Do a song about this dude, man. For real, man.
why someone who represented what they did in their prime like 50 sides with someone who is inauthentic like Drake over Kendrick. Beyond how 50 may have changed personally over the years, I also think it's important to note that after Kendrick and 50 were friends early on in Kendrick's career, he did start to resent.
Oh, they was friends. Oh, I bet you I know what happened. Dot ain't want to go to. I bet you 50 was trying to get Dot to do something or some business shit, and Dot was like, "Nah, man, get out of here, bro. I ain't up under you." Y'all remember when? Y'all remember that? What was this? The Source magazine where 50 Cent was all hugging on Soulja Boy. Tell you, 50 got something going on with him. Not I ain't saying no freaky joint, but I think he be trying to do some shady business dealings with people.
Resent Kendrick personally, seemingly for the way that Lamar is revered as someone who is more important to Dr. Dre and the entire lineage of what he built, over him and beyond just Dre and all of that. Really, in the greater sense, 50 resents Kendrick Lamar for now being seen as somebody who is more important to hip-hop than him as a whole. As if you look at the timeline of events, you can see that something flipped between 50 Cent and how he felt about Kendrick during the 2022 Super Bowl in LA. When both Dr. Dre selected Kendrick alongside Eminem, Snoop Dogg, and Mary J. Blige to play at the biggest event in music all over him, and then after only Eminem pushed for 50 to be a part of this when nobody else wanted him to be there, including Jay-Z, who was in charge of this entire thing, between Jay, who was representing hip-hop, and Dr. Dre, who was the one who started this entire lineage of rap royalty, just going with Kendrick to represent his entire career and success over 50. I think beyond all these comments, which 50 himself probably knows are delusional, he is just trying to pull them off as fact because just like a lot of other rappers have, they have ended up getting their feelings hurt by Kendrick because at the end of the day, no matter how you try to spin it, Kendrick Lamar has consistently elevated his craft and climbed up the best MCs of all time list, meanwhile with someone like 50 Cent, where Kendrick is over a decade into his rap career and is still finding new ways to peak and enter different parts of the GOAT debate. 50's prime was over by his third album, and I think this difference in success and progression—
and that's the thing, he's trying to get back in there. Because he doing the same thing Drake be doing with all his trolling online and all that stuff. There's nothing more distasteful than an old hater. Just an old hater. Just like you can't tell him nothing. He's just stuck in his ways. Just, you old and you're a hater. That is just disgusting, bro. Go sit down. Go sign up to a old folks home, man. Go sit down, man. Go get you a fruit cup or something, man.
For a lot of rappers, people like 50, they just can't grasp the very fundamental idea of evolving as an artist. Overall, because of this, 50 Cent will just never give Kendrick Lamar the credit he deserves, but at this point, the way Kendrick Lamar presented himself on GNX, it's clear that he doesn't just not care about what anybody else thinks about him, even if they are a legend in hip-hop like 50 Cent, but that in the near future, he may just end up putting 50 within a full-on situation that he can never come back from, no matter how much he tries to troll his way out of it. And so now with all this said, let me know, what do you think about this strange beef between Kendrick Lamar and 50 Cent? And if you were Kendrick, how would you handle this entire situation going forward? Now, I can't wait to hear what you have to say, and if you made it to this point in the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. It helps me out a ton.
You got to think about the vultures as well. What I mean by that is, there's going to be rappers that's going to just be like coming at Dot or acting like, not acting, but, just showing that they don't like him just to see if Dot come out and say their name. Believe it or not, if Dot say your name, you're going to be lit for a while. You're going to be making some money for a while. That's why Andrew Schultz is constantly, he's trying to keep this thing up. He's trying to keep it up. 50 Cent trying to get a little part of it. trying to keep it up, trying to keep his name in the algorithm. That's the thing. It ain't just YouTube trying to stay. It ain't just YouTubers and content creators trying to stay in the algorithm. These artists that got billions of dollars, like, yo, if you got all these billions of dollars, why you ain't retired yet? Like, what? Something going on with that. They're trying to stay in the algorithm as well. They're trying to stay relevant. They doing the same thing, but on a bigger scale. You know what I mean? So y'all let me know what y'all think about 50 Cent hating ass. This is corny. Very corny. They tried Charlemagne the God, try to get, and Andrew Schultz don't care, man, about Charlemagne the God or 50 Cent. When certain people around, he act all cool and all that. Shit is bogus, man. I wish Dot just came out and just named everybody. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Big Kish signing out. I'm gone, y'all.